For the past few years, the Chinese economic has been struggling with a slow-burning property crisis. However, something you might not be aware of is the property crisis impact on the country's banking system, which has been showing signs of a stress as banks try to cope with a failing land and the property prices. While the CCP had until recently relied on ad hoc measures to keep smaller, more vulnerable banks afloat, a new strategy has since emerged and unprecedented number of smaller banks are now being absorbed into large ones, with 40 banks, about 1% of all rural banks, being consolidated in just the last week of June. More than one-third of assets in China's bank system are linked to the real estate sectors in China and Hong Kong, both of which have experienced a 30% to 50% decline. And this level of exposure could potentially lead to insolvency for the entire banking system. In the past week, 48 Chinese banks have disappeared. This has raised a concern among the foreign investors. According to some reports, nearly 3,800 banks across China are at risk. These banks hold assets worth $4.9 trillion. This accounts for about 133% of China's entire banking system. Many of these banks are struggling with loans, particularly from the real estate and local government sectors.